Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is Duke's Artillery School number 4, and I'm going to introduce you to the handiwork of one of my top students. His name is Haydn, and he lives in Great Britain. In fact, he's English. And I met him around Christmas, sometime after Thanksgiving of 2022. We were just playing some random matches, and we, both had microphones. And one thing led to another. We had a terrific game. Two crazy guys on the opposite side of the big pond. And after that game, we decided we would go and, continue the kind of streak that we were having, and it was really good. So, later on I met his dad, who also plays World of Tanks, and we played some games. It was pretty fun. So he's been a member of our group off and on for, at this point, this is September. It was about ballpark coming up close to 10 months. But he had this game that it was unbelievable. Now, the funny thing was, earlier in the day, we were running some matches, and he said he wanted to play artillery. And I said, you want to play artillery? He's like, yeah, okay. I said, all right, we'll, go and escort you and see what we can do to, make his artillery experience as positive as possible, because I was assuming that when he answered my question of saying, I asked him, how much do you normally score in an artillery match? He goes, oh, about 1,000 or more. And I was thinking, that can't be correct. And so what I concluded, right or wrong, I don't know. I didn't ask him specifically. But I concluded that what he meant was the games he's winning, he's scoring that. And that's okay. That's legitimately believable to a degree. I said, well, let me see let me see what kind of setup you have on your Sexton. And because that's what he wanted to use. And I said, okay, fine. Well, he had, it was an okay setup. I said, well, here, I would change these things and it will be better. So he went through it and made a couple of changes to end up reducing his reload time and, increase his accuracy, etc. So he did the suggestions that I gave him. And so we went out and ran with him. And that dude was actually pretty good. He was getting 2 or more kills like every game. It was ridiculous. And he had some, it was Bernie and myself. And we're over there talking. We're like, man, Haydn, that was a great game. That dude had some games where, I had joked with Brownie at one time saying that, he needs a cap that says Duke Jr. And it was really funny. But I said to Bernie, I go, man, we need to have a cap for Haydn. And it needs to say British Duke Jr. Because this guy is freaking killer. He actually had several games where, with my advice in those games, after I was killed, he was able to cash several of those games into wins. And that's not easy. I mean, his shooting is really good. Now, it's the experience factor that I have that, moved him up into the, highly feared category in those matches. He knows how to make all of the shots. So when I was able to give him the correct advice, he was crushing it. And we were very impressed and told him so. Because we were on a streak. And in the streak that we had, we won games that, now, I'm not saying he's going to win those games without my help. 1 or 2 of those maybe, but we won like 4 or 5. And it was fairly obvious that now his shooting was just absolutely phenomenal. And so I helped get him in the right positions to make those shots. And when he was in those positions, by listening to me, he then made shots that were just killer. And that was really impressive to see firsthand. But what I'm going to show you here is something that's even better. If I told you in advance what it was, you might think, yeah, you're exaggerating. There's no way what you're saying is what really happened. It is. The only reason you believe it is because I'm going to show it to you. He was able to make a short, he couldn't get the whole game on the replay, but he got the end, which was important. And that includes the end of game screen where you see how many kills he made, etc., etc. So you're going to see a sort of a, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes battle. That's a little short for what he did. But what he did was absolutely awesome. And I guess I'm going to stop babbling and start showing you what happened. So it would be real helpful if you could leave a like for this video to help spread the word through the YouTube algorithm. That way people who don't normally see my videos will see them. And this is a good one for them to see the kind of excellence that happens around here, not just from myself, but from the people I play with. And, well, Haydn, he speaks for itself. So get ready to be impressed. Okay, what we're seeing here is the final 6 guys that Haydn faced on Mountain Pass. In fact, speak of the devil, there's his message when I contacted him earlier today. But anyway, so these are the final 6 kills that he makes. Now, anybody who's aware knows that, well, if he kills these 6 guys, or he wins the game, he's going to kill them all, actually. That's a Kolobanov's medal. So that's just a side bonus. This is kill or be killed. And, he's not playing for the Kolobanov's medal itself. That's like icing on the cake. He's going for the whole cake, and that is to win this game. Because this is the kind of way that we play. We roll as game-winning savages. So he's whacked 2 guys. Goodbye. Oh yes, I taught him how to do that. But, none of us are there. This is Haydn on his own. He did great with Bernie and myself, backing him up. And we were a terrific trio. But this is he was running matches, a string of matches on his own. And this is clearly the highlight. This is a legendary game. Because I told him the things he's done in this game, I have done every one of the things he's done. But I haven't done them all in the same game. He's going to kill 10 guys in this game. He's going to get a Kolobanov's medal in this game. I mean, he's got 8 kills right there. You see it right on the map that you just showed. He's waiting. I've instructed him about positioning his guy, and his positioning was really good in this match. And so these guys they come out trying to get him, and every one of them fails. And I'm not really giving you a spoiler alert, because this is a kid who recently turned 12. the guy's a killer. He's just a killer, and it's fantastic. Terrific player, fun guy to hang around with. He's got a tremendous personality. Everyone likes him. He's just a fun kid. You know, and it's amazing for a 12-year-old kid to demonstrate this level of discipline, to hold his position, because he knows this is the correct position. This is the game-winning position, the crushing shot. Just absolutely awesome. Goodbye, chump. Normally, a kid of this age is going to get antsy. So he's speeding up the recording because he has limited space. It will give like 5-minute maximum. You know, most people would get antsy and break discipline and try to go down there and kill him. But he was, because he was badly down, as you saw. If I remember correctly, he was originally down 7. It might have been 7-1. I'm not sure. It might have been 8-2 or 7-2 or whatever. I can't 100% recall. The original version of this video that I made was accidentally deleted. Good job, dummy. So I have to redo it. And so I forgot, because it's been a while, and I was like, hey, where is that video? I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh, God, bless America. That's my fault, too. Oh, look, there that guy's down left. Now, I didn't tell him how to take care of this guy. This is all him. This ain't me. There he is. The dude is a freak. He's trying to artillery view kill this guy from on top of the hill. That's fantastic. But he's lost the spot on him is the problem. And he is the spotter. This is the weakness of being last man standing as artillery. You don't have any spotters. You're the spotter. And it's, you know, sink or swim. And man, he's done a phenomenal job. I told him that anybody would be proud to have this kind of thing on their resume. You can't buy this. You either do this or you do not. I mean, look at this guy. He's like a shark. He's like, I know this meat is here ready to be eaten, and I'm going to eat it. 1 hit point left. You got to be kidding me. Absolutely phenomenal. And there you see it. 10 kills MVP. Super fantastic. I told him, yeah, I've had 10 kills in a Sexton before. And I've had Kolobanov medals before. I've killed, well, I've won Kolobanov medals against, well, I won a Kolobanov medal against 8 guys. So I've done all the things he's done, but those were all different games. He was just like, well, you know, I'll just do it all in one game. And I thought that was sick. You're not supposed to do that. Well, I mean, it's actually awesome that he did it because it makes me look great. Because I get to say, dang, I taught this guy a bunch of this. Not all of it, but a bunch of it I taught him. And man, he came through by himself with flying colors. Oh, yes. I forgot about the MVP. I'm sorry, not the MVP, but the Ace badge. The Ace badge on the Sexton is very hard to get because, well, freaks like us, myself, Haydn, you name it, Brownie, he's in on this too. All these artillery freaks, we're all part of the problem. We keep scoring, and the number just keeps going up. So it's super difficult to get the ace badge in a Sexton Artillery American because, well, blame us, because we're part of the problem. There's not just us. There's hundreds of people, obviously, but we are part of the problem. So let me go through these medals for those of you who don't know what these are. The Golden M, that's mastery, 99% or more. You know, he outscored 99% or more of the playing population. The second medal, that is the Kolobanov's medal. That is when you're down 5-1 or more. And he was or more. So outstanding. If you just get the 5-1 win on Kolobanov's medal, the first time you do it, you're going to be ecstatic because it's super hard and you know it. Every time you add an extra guy to it, the difficulty goes up. Third medal, Top Gun for killing 6 or more. He killed 10. Check. The Diamond medal number 4 is a bruiser. That's for knocking out crew members or modules. The fifth medal, the Golden Circle, that is a high caliber, do the most damage in a match. Well, duh. He killed 10 guys. Pretty much it's a guarantee. The sixth medal is the Stark medal. That's kill 2 guys basically while you're driving around in artillery. All right. Seventh medal, that is a defender for defending your base against 80 points or more, 80 or more capture points. It was probably a lot more than 80 because he whacked several dudes in the base, which is fantastic. Now, he did not kill 4 of them in the base. That's the only thing he had a chance to do, perhaps, and missed out. If he kills 4 guys in the base, he gets the DeLongle's medal. He did not get that. I didn't really pay attention to count how many guys he killed in the actual circles. But if you kill 4 in the circle, you'll get the DeLongle medal. A toughie to get because usually they move out of the circle when you're under, they're under heavy fire. And the final medal you see at the bottom, that is a duelist medal. Destroy at least 2 enemy vehicles that cause damage to your vehicle in the battle. So, 8 medals. The 2 biggies. He got Ace Mastery, which is the highest one you can get. And he got the Kolobanov's medal to go along with his unbelievable 10 kills. Just absolutely unbelievable. We showered him with compliments and praise because it was a phenomenal result. And I told him I'd be proud to call that game my own. I can't because I'm honest. So it was a phenomenal performance and one that anyone would be happy, if not thrilled, to say, wow, I've done that. And you have backup. And I like to show these videos because he doesn't have a YouTube and he doesn't do that kind of stuff. Like, I'll be glad to do it for you so you could tell your buddies, hey, look at what I did. Or, if he talks to them and says, hey, I did this, they're like, no, you didn't. Sure, I got Duke. He made the video for me. Uh-oh. Because you know how boys of that age are. They'll tell some stories. Well, he's not telling stories. He's telling truths. And that's the difference. So Haydn was just literally awesome. And it was great for him because he's seen awesome things that, we have done. He's played with the whole group. I mean, he knows all the dudes. But he's seen videos of Bernie, myself, and Brownie do things. And he never says anything about it, because he's a good player. But it's always better when you see good players that you respect and they have these great achievements that they have done, and then with videos to back it up, to be in this club with the entry that I'm showing you here today is nothing short of phenomenal. You only have to have, if this is the only video that I have of Haydn and what he's done, it's enough. It's an absolutely unbelievable achievement. If you don't think so, go and try it yourself. Just get the 10 kills. You get 10 kills in an artillery, you're king. Then then if you want, okay, it's like, all right, you get 10 kills, which I've done, and it's fantastic. It's always fantastic. It doesn't matter. You feel like a king, I swear to you, I've done it, and it's awesome. It's like, okay, yeah, 10 kills, fantastic. You get the 10 kills with the mastery badge, that's like the next level higher. Double fantastic, because the mastery badge in the Sexton artillery usually is like 2,200 plus, depending on how many guys you kill, right? There's no slouches that get mastery badge in Sexton artillery, I'll tell you myself. I've gotten it numerous times, and it's special every time I get it. And then, oh, by the way, well, if that isn't enough for you, throw on the cherry on the top of the sundae, and that would be the Kolobanov's medal, because check your own stash. How many Kolobanov's medals do you have? There's a lot of really strong players, and Bernie's one of them, who doesn't have very many Kolobanov's medals because he's so good, he doesn't have to come back from a 5-1 deficit by himself. So he doesn't have them, not because he's not really good. He does have multiples, but he doesn't have as many as a player of his caliber should have, because he's just winning. He's executing and winning from, strength of skill, which prevents you from having to come back when you're ahead. So he gets ahead and cashes the game, all right, which you should do. But the point of the Kolobanov is that, well, maybe your team wasn't good, and then when all the guys are gone and you're the only man left, well, it's you versus whatever's left, 5 or more, and you get a medal for that if you can pull it off. It's hard. There's no gimmies. The quote-unquote easiest Kolobanov's medal that you can get is still extremely difficult, and the fact that you don't have as many as you would like to have is pretty much testament to that fact. So he did the 3 things that's super difficult. Like I said, I have done all 3: mastery, Kolobanov's medal, 10 kills or more in Sexton artillery. I have not done all 3 in the same game. It's that difficult. It is not a gimme. It is absolutely a top-notch achievement. Now, this is my Sexton that I use for the video. His is configured differently. He doesn't have the artillery mastery badge that I have on the side. But the next time artillery mastery comes up, I'm going to remind him, hey, Haydn, I think you need to get the artillery mastery, because, you have produced one of the finest results I've ever seen in a Sexton artillery. It's that good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the story, and I hope you enjoyed watching Haydn at work. Remember, he's 12. It's unbelievable. Just absolutely awesome. So please leave a like for this video. Please tell your friends. Let them have a chance to see Haydn's handiwork on their own. And maybe they'll like and or subscribe as well. So I had a great time making this video, actually remaking it for the second time, because he was so good that I felt that I owed it to him. In fact, I have another video coming up after this one that is connected to this one indirectly, but I'm not going to wreck it for you with the spoiler. Keep your eyes open for I just can't say this without giving it away. So something special. That's it. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys very soon with the special video, and I'm out.